Working process of one designer when receiving project. Step 1. Determine the brief. Step 2. Conduct research. Step 3. Brainstorm and set up a mood board. Step 4. Sketch ideas. Step 5. Execute. Step 6. Complete the design. Step 1. Determine brief. The information you need in the brief is 1. Customer's company details. 2. Customer brand guidelines. 3. Targeted customer. 4. Customer's wishes. 5. Type of design, identity design, advertising media design. 6. Budget. 7. Deadlines. Step 2. Conduct research. After studying the brief, you should conduct research based on the available information to shape appropriate and valuable design directions. An effective way to conduct research is to consider what the ultimate goal of this campaign is. You should also see what your target audience is interacting with on social networks and research your competitors' designs. Step 3. Brainstorm and moodboard setup. With the research already done, the next step is to think about the ideas you will implement, and moodboards are a good way to spark creativity. Moodboard is a collection of different images and materials to visualize the ideas and emotions that the design will bring. Another advantage of using moodboards is easier collaboration with team members. In addition, it helps customers visualize ideas and design concepts. If they aren't happy with what they see, you can make changes before the project is complete. Step 4. Sketch ideas. The next stage in the design process is to sketch out your ideas. Rough sketches can be done by hand or digitally. You should use the moodboard made in Step 3 to get inspired and stay on track. The sketch doesn't need to be elaborate or overly detailed, it just needs to be the most preliminary sketches for you to visualize the design and compare the ideas that pop up in your head. Step 5. Implement. From the existing sketches, now is the time for you to consider which sketch is the most reasonable and proceed to implement it. In this step, you can also send a demo to the customer to see if the design is meeting their expectations and if they have any feedback on the design. In addition, you also need to pay attention to the time on the brief to ensure completion on the set deadline. Step 6. Complete the design. Now you can move on to the final stage, refining the design based on feedback. But first, evaluate whether the feedback from customers is reasonable or not. If the feedback is reasonable, you can proceed with editing, but if not, you can analyze it so that the customer understands and agrees with the design plan. Normally, designers often set a rule that customers are required to edit a maximum of 3 times. This will make customers consider carefully before requesting corrections and ensure both parties will be satisfied during the working process. Layout and design. Layout is like the backbone of a design. Based on that backbone, information will be deployed in a more logical, scientific, and attractive way. Or it can also be idle, superficial, and ineffective. A beautiful design must first be a design with a good layout. Layout and banner poster design. Business logo. What could you be missing? Your business logo must be present to identify your brand. Make sure to place the logo in a prominent and memorable location. However, this prominence should not be allowed to overwhelm the value proposition and call to action, CTA. Value proposition, commitment of benefits. Value proposition presents your services and products and directs customers' attention to attractive offers and prices. Use some words like, get a free gift, high quality, buy one get one free, buy two get one free, comma. These elements should take up a lot of space and be the most prominent on the banner image. Advertisement. CTA, call to action, call for action. CTA is the call for users to click on the ad using words or buttons. Phrases like register now, learn more, get started, or buy now, get promotion are some typical examples. You absolutely should not forget CTA when designing advertising banners. Attention when designing banner. Try to make your ad content and images as simple and eye-catching as possible. Because users only have about 1 second to skim your advertising image. If you design too many details and too much information, they will ignore it and not see your advertising banner. You should also take advantage of empty spaces to make the design layout more airy and comfortable for viewers. Have a clear frame. Human eyes will be attracted to things surrounded by borders. Effective advertising banners often have clear frames with details extending to the edges of the image. If your ad is primarily white, you should place a gray frame around it. Have consistency. When designing beautiful banners, make sure that their layout and content are consistent with each other. Make sure the font is appropriate and as easy to read as possible. This may sound simple, but it is not. Each product or service will have designs and fonts to highlight their outstanding features. Not only do you have to provide enough information, but you also have to use fonts to make that information attractive to readers. Remember, each advertising image only needs 4 lines of text or less. Designers' required resources.